up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is time for the Ham Radio Shenanigan Hour. And we got all kinds of shenanigans planned. We got Dan live in the field. I think he's in. Okay, I got to say this politically correct because we're on YouTube. I think he's in a drive a white van and give out candy convention right now or something.
Free candy.
Free candy. If you're driving a white van, if you're getting it from the guy in the white van. So, but I don't know what's going on. He's got a guy in the background that we're going to talk about right here in a second. You know what? We're going to talk about him first. So Eddie back there is the brisket master. And, I really love his brisket. And he sent me some stuff in the mail this week to cook with. And I'm not sure that this goes well with brisket, but let's get it focused here on the camera, see if you guys can see that.
Make that a little bit bigger there, Hayden.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We can see that real good, can't we?
Truffle butter.
Black truffle butter.
It's black truffle, summer truffle butter. So I'm guessing it was made in the summer or something.
I would tell you to put it on your brisket and try it. That's a secret ingredient, but it may really make it better than mine, so don't.
Well, I tell you what, when me and Dan got together down in Florida and we picked up the hitchhiker, she fell in love with peanut butter. So I may go pick me up another hitchhiker and see if they like truffle butter.
Maybe you should get one that likes jelly. That way we can make sandwiches.
All right. So before we get things started, let's give a shout out to the Patreons because they keep me stocked up in truffle butter and peanut butter and all the good stuff like that. Eddie told me, so you better check your mail. I was like, what the heck did this guy send me? He's trying to make me cook, I guess. And I appreciate the Patreons. We're also going to give a shout out right now to the Adventure Club, the Tracy with the off-stream chat, and it moves her into a tie for 10th place. Everybody else is hanging out in the same places. But we'll see what's going on, at the end of the night with that too. If I can get it to come off the screen now. Oh, it's been an interesting weekend. I kind of put that little hang in there thing because the bands this weekend have been absolute crap.
Very much.
And I know all of us has been out doing some ham radio this weekend and probably feeling the same problems. I mean, I don't feel like I feel them like everybody feels them because they'll tell me how many contacts they made, and I'm like, well, I guess I didn't do that bad. But for me, the bands are horrible, What about you guys, Dan? You guys just got done activating. How'd y'all do?
Well, yeah, we had to. Sorry, I had a little
QRM.
But
was it when you say QRM? Was that QR Mexican? Is that what that was?
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised you heard him. He wasn't very loud, but the bands have been. We just got off of 20 meters, and we'll go back here after this and finish up. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't nearly as bad as what it's normally been.
Well, I know the last 3 or 4 days, it's just not been right.
It's really pretty deep. So sorry about the audio.
Bit of windy there.
Just a bit. 40 meters was just really crappy. It was all local.
Toby says QRPP.
Hey, Toby!
Oh. Well, listen, if he's going to talk while he's on the stream, tell him to turn up the power. Don't be wasting our time.
You know about that?
I worked all 3 of them before the stream, and it was the first time I could actually understand what Mike was saying.
Oh, damn, Hayden.
That is excellent.
It's proper enunciation and everything. It was great. It brought a tear to my eye.
Don't get used to it.
I know. I'll turn my hearing aids back on when you go back.
Yeah, make sure when you're down in Florida, turn on 40 meters and work all the QRP you want, buddy.
Hayden, how did your weekend get together go, buddy?
Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely best time I've had in a while doing something like that. We had at the very minimum 6 activators that actually got on and activated all the parks. There were a couple other people that were up there. I had a picture up. Where did I put it? Let's
I was gonna say you had it down there.
I just had it up. Yeah, I closed it by accident because I'm trying to minimize. Here we go. We've got me on the left there. Everybody knows Bill Brown. This was Jeff K3JRZ. Scott, I can't remember how to say his name, but that was I'll have to look his call sign up and get back to him. We know I don't know who this guy was. He just wandered in off of the trail somewhere, but that's Jason. Everybody knows Jason, and had a good time. We had a tent set up, and
wait.
just in case the rain.
Some guy just wandered off the trail and photobombed y'all.
No. I was trying to say something funny about Jason.
Oh,
I said I don't know who Jason. This guy here on the right. I said I don't know who this guy is on the right. He just wandered in off the trail.
Okay, so who's the guy in between Jason and Scott?
That's NB2R.
Okay,
I can't remember. I don't want to slaughter his name, so
okay.
Jeff's in the chat. Maybe he could help me out phonetically with it.
That guy there on the far right, I believe his name is Jason. I looked him up, but he's in my log a couple times, but I still think it's a fake call sign. But
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good time. We're gonna do it every year.
Yeah.
Hopefully it grows bigger, and there were at least 20 people there. Total.
I'm glad to see that picture and see that you had a good time, but I'm kind of disappointed when I see that picture too, because there's somebody in that picture that I sent my troops out when they hit Georgia to stop him and return him back to his. He does not have the rights to leave Florida. He's not have the king's permission. So my troops must have failed epically if he made it all the way up to Maryland.
Well, it was a surprise to us too. So he's got some stealthy moves to avoid the guards.
I mean, I had 3 guards surround him. I figured they could have stopped him.
He's slippery.
Eddie was too worried about fixing up truffle butter for people, and
It took a while to can that.
oh Lord.
I will say that earlier we were activating, and PP over here said, "Wow, I've never gotten contacts this fast before."
No, I think I don't think that's what I said. I was going to say I thought it was a QRP activation.
So PP man, he hunted Cuba the other night.
Yeah.
I did what?
You know, in Cuba.
You
Oh
hunted
yeah.
Cuba? He was calling QRP and Cuba,
That was Barbados. That was Barbados.
and they basically told him, said QRP, don't waste our time, turn up the power.
He's a hater. He's a hater.
Oh, that's great.
So then after that, I decided I was going to hunt him too, and he just stopped his pile up and said, "Oh, great, James, great to work you, James. How you been?" I didn't waste his time at all, but I was running QRK, so. Yeah, funny stuff.
Yeah, we're having a good time out here. We've activated a little bit. Good laughs, good friends, good folks.
It's a good looking shelter.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, that's a real good. I wasn't expecting a nice looking shelter like that because when you guys talk about that park, all I hear about is the trailer park.
That's over. Yeah, that way. Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting a big nice shelter there. You know.
You guys want that?
Hmm?
You guys want that?
I'm not gonna turn it down.
I guess he turned the power down.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go cook.
See, now that's how Mike sounds to me on when he's activated.
He said he has to go cook.
Hayden, you don't get a hamburger or a hot dog or nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
And Eddie's not going to share his Nom Creek with you.
He's making QRP hot dogs, so I'm probably going to get like a little Vienna sausage.
Well, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
That's what he meant earlier.
Coming out of the can.
He's gonna open up
Whatever
the
they were called.
he's gonna open up the grill and you're gonna have a bunch of weenies in there this fall.
I tried cooking those before. They fall between the grate.
You got to turn them sideways.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that.
Good.
I am the brunt of everybody's entertainment, and I'm okay because I'm very.
James, how was your weekend, buddy?
You know, it wasn't bad. I did quite a bit of POTA. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I've done, you know, my normal rotations. I did my 2 for rotation, then did my plum orchard rotation, and just been doing a little bit of POTA. I've been doing a lot of CW. I've been spotting pretty much every activation on the POTA page instead of my secret spots, and getting a lot more CW. So, you know, and honestly, since I did that since Friday, I've been spotting every day since Friday, pretty much every activation, and I still give my crew a little. I give them the warm up time. You know, I spot there first and let them beat the pile up, but the pile ups, they've been pretty nice. You know, they're calling about the right speed and stuff like that. I did have one like 10-minute spurt on 40 meters where everybody was calling like 28 to 30 words a minute, and then it was funny because I'd sit and just listen to them all, and then I'd hit my CQ again. They'd come back all again, and I'd listen to them, and I'd hit my CQ again, and then eventually somebody come in about 15 words a minute, and I answered him, and you know, I'm like, well, these guys will figure it out now. They figured out they got to slow down. No, they come right back in at 28 words a minute. I'm like, oh, cool, CQ again.
You'll learn eventually.
I don't see me in 10 years answering you at that speed because I don't want to go to that speed. I have no desire to go to that speed. So, I've been having a lot of fun with CW. I'll tell you, I have. So, I don't know. I've kind of blew my goal out of the water a little bit. It's funny because
just a tad.
Today's the last day of the month, and so I'll do my final number for the month and for my video, which I'm going to go ahead and warn people. I will not have as many stats on this month as I normally have because of an issue of I don't know how I deleted a bunch of stuff, but I deleted a bunch of stuff out of my master log. So it'll be back to normal next month. But I'll still have, you know, the goal stats and my overall number for the month, and you know, I'll have the who's still in the PZN challenge and all that stuff. I won't have the top hunters and top states is all I won't have. And the park to parks, top park to parks. So, not a big deal.
Stuff happens. It's shenanigans.
Yeah, it's shenanigans. My goal page will look a lot different than last month because quite a few's been knocked off. It's been a busy month. So been a busy month. And tomorrow is also going to be, instead of a work day, it's going to be a POTA day. So everybody can thank my best friend for that because she's like, I really need some money. Can I please have your shift? And I'm like, I really need to POTA, so I guess.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Quick pro quo. You get money, I get the photo. Sounds like a winner to me. Oh, funny stuff. Don't forget that like button. That's right. Don't forget it. And while you're not forgetting it, go ahead and smash it too. I don't want you just to remember it's there. I want you to smash it.
Make it go kapow.
Kapow.
Here's a news alert.
Smash it like a radio against a wall with the coax hooked to it while you're driving it down the driveway.
Getting drugged by the truck.
No.
Y'all put full of Terry's coax.
Eric is headed to the park now.
If anybody needs Hawaii, he's your man. If anybody's in Vermont, he needs you on 15, so help him out.
We're at Vermont.
Yep, he needs somebody in Vermont.
Cool deal. Cool deals. So
We'll try to listen to you part to part there, Eric, a little bit.
Yeah, after the stream, I'm going out and doing my typical early and late shift. So hopefully you guys will be on 40 and I can get you in. Or 60, we're 80. You know, bands that work here in West Virginia.
Yeah. I'm running the Eagle 1, so we can do whatever up to 80.
Good deal. Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Oh, that's impressive.
Has anybody seen Terry in the chat? I ain't been paying attention.
I did it. Yeah.
Okay.
He says Lee's at Chief Logan right now.
Are you kidding me? See, this is how people break the law. They know when the king is occupied, and they break the law.
They slide in there, yeah.
Well, let me see what frequency he was on.
But,
I'll bring him up on the radio, and you can holler at him.
Terry, since you're in the chat, confirm that it is Upper Mud River that you need 9 at for your Eagle. Because if so, that's where I'm going for tonight's activation. And you'll have the opportunity at 9. Whether or not you get them, it'll be a propagation, but you'll have the opportunity at 9.
I hear the grandson running wild upstairs.
That's always a good sound to hear.
Oh yeah, pitter patters on the feet.
Terry says he can't hear him. Is he on?
Yeah.
Is he on 40 or 20?
7-2-15. It looks like.
All right, Dan and Hayden, talk for a minute. Let me see if I can hear him.
You go try to hunt him. You should live stream that because you're actually hunting somebody from the house. That's just like an abnormal thing here.
I saw him for a minute.
That's funny. Eric, it's good. It's obviously not the best because it's a random wire, so it's going to be a compromised antenna. Just by nature.
One's a random wire.
Yeah, and
I thought it was resonant on 40 meters.
It's close to being resonant on 40. I mean, that's the closest band. You don't need a tuner on 40, but it helps to touch it up just a tad. But I've made a lot of good contacts with it on 80. I've never tried to get Hawaii with it.
And what tuner are you using for 80?
The LDG Z11 Pro 2.
Okay. Because I know my tuner, we tried it on 80 yesterday and it wouldn't touch it.
Yeah. It'll help if you put the 9-to-1 balun on there. It'll help tune it on 80, but you don't need
okay.
Me personally, I don't run the balun on mine.
Did you say 7-2-15?
You mean that one?
Yeah. Yep, that one.
Okay.
Did you say 7-2-15, Hayden?
That's what the PhotoSpot says.
Nothing for me.
I didn't hear him either, and I usually do hear him. Let me see if he went.
I totally missed it. Who y'all trying to hunt?
N8, N8LH. Is that Lee? 1810?
When was the last spot? I think he's QRT.
7 minutes ago, but
He's probably QRT because
okay.
I'm literally 7 miles from there, and I should ground wave that easily.
Yeah.
You know, band conditions or not, like the bands could be totally closed, and I should ground wave that. So
Steven says he got Eric on 15 with an Eagle One.
So you guys were talking about the Eagle One and 80 meters, and I have got Hawaii on the Eagle One on 80 meters. So
Really?
yes, I have.
Not right, James.
We won't talk about the good story, Dan. That is a non-streaming good story.
That's right. That's right.
So what was your setup? You had the Eagle One just hooked to your car.
Yeah.
And a manual tuner.
Yeah. It was on my 42 Park Grove.
Oh wow.
So yep.
That's impressive.
We'll just say that James was pleasantly surprised that he heard Hawaii on 80 meters.
Absolutely. I was surprised that night.
Cool.
Oh, I need 9 at Upper Mud River. Okay, so that's where the activation will be tonight. Upper Mud River. It's a park that's out of my rotation. It's out of my rotation, but Terry needs 9, so
Maybe that helps.
Hey, I don't care what I got Hawaii on 80 meters. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
you don't care what the other guy's using.
Actually, I think PP Man worked on QRP
From Michigan, yeah, I believe he
from
did.
Michigan. Yeah. He's not here to verify that story. He went over there to cook his wieners, but that's right. Yeah.
Oh, people's got jokes till they run out of peanut butter.
Or jelly.
Or jelly.
It's all fun and games till the peanut butter dries up. Oh.
What do you do if your peanut butter dries up? Can you reconstitute it with just add water or what?
Hey, buddy, I listen. After it's sold, I don't care what's done with it.
It's just use it by the expiration date. You'll be okay.
Oh. Anyway. So Eddie, you want to talk about being on the boat this weekend, buddy?
Yeah, come on up here, man.
Yeah, I'll get a little closer. So Robbie and I did a island activation of Ossabaw and Wausau. It was a 4-hour drive over, and then an hour or so boat ride to one, and then another hour or so to the other. We did make 85 contacts at Ossabaw, and then at 15 contacts at Wausau, which has been activated a couple of more times. But it was kind of a hold my beer moment because we were in Robbie's 16-foot John boat at basically where the Atlantic Ocean came into the barrier islands of the state. So Ossabaw wasn't really that bad. I'm not sure why it's not been activated more unless people just don't like to take the radio on the boat. But with a bigger boat, Wausau wouldn't have been that bad either. I mean, there's plenty of people out there in bigger boats, like pulled up on the sandbar or the beach and hanging out. But it was we made it a challenge. The guys at Beauvais wanted a challenge to get their stuff over, so we figured we'd try to match them. So
good deal, man. Good deal.
But it was fun. Band conditions could have been a little better, but we did do okay. We made plenty of 40-meter contacts and some 20-meter contacts. I don't know his call sign, but Fred Moore, we got him. He worked all Georgia with us there. So that was a good reason for us to go. In fact, that's kind of what drew Robbie to push us to go ahead and go. So we used his boat in my truck, and we made the trip over to do it. So it was fun.
Good deal. Good deal. And his call would be Kilo Mike 4 Fox Mike.
There you go. That's him. But yeah, he was tickled. We went ahead and Robbie sent him a text message prior to us. Before we even called CQ, he was calling us to see if we could hear him. So, but he was tickled and got it on camera. So it will be on Robbie's YouTube whenever he gets the video of the activation. So we got it videoed. We got all the boat ride videoed, and that'll either be really epic footage or really crappy because it was beating us to death. So, but other than that, we had a good time and stayed safe. We got out just in time afterwards. We went through some pretty nasty storms coming back home, so we were thankful to get out when we did, but it wasn't bad, but we were safe.
Good deal. Good deal.
There's a lucky spot opening on the island soon.
I did write a waiver that on Ossabaw, even though you can't step foot on there without permission, we could open a spa there, so we're good to go.
Just like Dollar Tree.
Exactly, or Dollar General here.
Yeah. Ossabaw Island Lucky Spa.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that was a hard part to get to and a hard part to both of them to activate, and really appreciate them going out there and doing that for sure.
Yeah.
We got Hayden and his crew. That was awesome.
Yep.
We got the Athens Radio Club was at Athens or UGA Stadium doing their #1 dog special event, and my wife texted me and said, "Hey, you can text them because you know I'm a Bulldog fan." I texted her back and said, "Hey, they contacted us for this one, baby."
Nice.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not one to go to the park and hunt other parks and stuff like that. I normally go and just sit up and get going. If I happen to, while I'm looking for a frequency, hear somebody that I know, I'll hunt them and stuff like that. But the first thing I did when I got to the park was I looked for Eddie and Robbie, and I looked for Hayden. And Hayden wasn't spotted, so I went and I hunted Eddie and Robbie. And then I started messaging Hayden on Discord, and somebody told me where he was. So I
totally forgot the spot. I was throwing things in Discord to figure out what band we were going to stick with, and then other people were spotting. I think Jeff spotted a couple times, but I was just running around trying to enjoy every moment and get as much radio time as I could, and I had a blast.
Good deal. And you come up with a new name for the radio, right?
Oh yeah, the briefcase radio is now known as the football.
The what?
The football.
The football. I'm gonna have to find a picture of it.
Did you have any luck on 2 meter sideband? Did you do any?
We did 2 meter and 6 meter. We were trying to get Tracy, Scott's friend in Virginia, and it just the bands were just horrible.
Yeah.
6 meters wasn't magic. 2 meters was FM. Well, we all got our park to parks, of course, but that was the only 2 meter activation we did. I was just happy the weather held off. I got there at like 9 o'clock, had the tent set up. Jason got there, and by 10 o'clock, it's just like the rain stopped and the clouds opened up, and it's a great day.
It was supposed to be storming here all weekend, but it stormed a little bit yesterday and rained a little bit last night. But then
I'll tell you what. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was yesterday or the day before. Whichever one I did the. No, I did. It was yesterday. So I had to stop 2 different activations. I don't know what day it was. One of the last 2 days, I had to stop 2 different activations because of lightning. So, I'd look at the lightning app when I'd start, and it'd be, 40 some miles away, and I'd get about 20 contacts in, and it's right there. So, the storms were rolling through pretty good. That's for sure.
Better to be safe than sorry and take that antenna down. That's for sure.
The sideband people was hating me because, I'd start on CW and I'd get, 20 or so CW contacts in, and I'd go QRT. I know there was people like, what's he doing? This is bullcrap. So yeah. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing so much CW because honestly, I mean, I've done Kilt to Goal. I'm over 2,000 over it right now. So I'm almost my goal and a half right now.
Because you like it.
It's kind of like with PP Man. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I'll probably always do a CW activation every at least couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no desire to lose it because it's been a hard journey to get to where I am, and not that I'm very good, but I can tell a big difference from when I started, and I don't want to lose it for sure. But I mean, I'm still on top of the sideband numbers, so why not? It gives people gives people a little bit of hope that they can catch me in sideband.
Oh, look, I'm sneaking up.
And then I say, hold my Dr. Pepper. Oh.
What's the name of the Lightning app that you use?
The Lightning app that I use is, and it works really good. It's pretty accurate. Trying to see the name on it. Lightning Alarm. It's just it's a little blue circle with a lightning bolt through it, and it does really good. I ain't been struck yet because of it.
Nice.
Well, that's a plus.
No, I tell you, it was really handy last year doing the Bailey and Sprott during the summer because there was times that I would sit in parks and wait for lightning to stop, and I'd sit and watch. And the second my app would go from red to orange, I'd bust out 10 contacts. Like I'd bust them out as soon as I could. I'd plug it up and just go. And that way, if it flipped back to red, I had 10 contacts in and I wasn't going to get, and because it's something you got to deal with doing the Bailey Sprott. You've got to deal with weather. And, summertime, lightning pops up a lot. So there's a lot to doing that Bailey Sprott, I'll tell you. And again, I'm not downplaying the Hunter version because here's the thing with the Hunter version. You can't just hunt one park a day. You could if you're hunting me because I'm going to turn in my logs every day. Mm-hmm. But people don't turn in logs all the time. It happens. I've actually been knocked out of the Hunter this year because somebody didn't turn in a log.
Somebody on Facebook said that I don't know how true it is, but said that they actually kept track of their Hunter log in POTA versus their log that they kept by themselves, and they said about 8% of their contacts are not logged by the activator. 8%. That's a lot.
That is a lot. And I don't know about 8%, but I can tell you that I hunted New Mexico 3 times before I got New Mexico. Yeah. So I mean, it does happen. I don't know why you would do POTA and not log it. It makes absolutely no sense.
That guy you hunted that you're missing, doesn't he upload once a month?
What is it?
Doesn't the guy you hunted that you need that day for upload once a month or something?
No. I don't guess he uploads at all because they never did show up. So, and I mean, then there's other people. I know a YouTuber that one time went 5 or 6 months and people just kept harassing him, and he finally logged. So, not me. I typically, unless I'm on a power rove or I'm in a hurry to get home, I typically have mine in the POTA before I leave the park. So,
yeah.
Or if I had a lot of, sometimes when I'm doing CW, I like to go back and check my logs. And if I don't have time to check them and make sure everything looks right, I'll do it when I get home. But I mean, you're still getting it that night in the POTA. It's like Terry, one of my logs one time, and he got me, I don't know, 10 or 12 times that because I was sitting there and I did like all these different bands and modes. And he's like, I got you like 13 times the other day, and there's only 2 in POTA that showed up. And I'm like, yeah, we'll wait till tonight. I was like, because I had to pull the log, because what it was is I forgot to, when I switched from 40 to 30 on CW, I forgot to change. I changed the frequency, but I didn't change the band.
Yeah.
So it duped me, all the contacts of the people that got me on both bands. And when I turned it in, I seen like all these dupes. And I'm like, no. So I immediately send a message, pull that log. And I go back and I was like, oh, this is why.
It'd be nice if they had a thing that when you upload your log, before it actually went into the system, it would say, this is what we're going to do. These are the dupes that are in the log. Do you want to submit it?
Yeah. That would be great. Now, I mean, now it won't let you submit your log if there's like some drastic mistakes or something. But like dupes, it'll let you submit them, and and I don't really have dupes unless it's just me messing up something, my fault, because I'm speeding through an activation. Imagine that.
Never. You like to take your time and have a nice chit chat.
Ask the
Get
weather.
to know you. Get to know your contacts on a personal level.
Ask what kind of antenna they're running. How many radials they got down.
Who would freak out more? Me and Kilo Bravo 9 or Juliet Quebec uniform, him doing an activation my way or me doing it his?
Him doing it your way.
You think he would freak out? I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know. No, because I've heard him run fast piles. So I think you would probably freak out more.
I think I would freak out more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like that guy in my pile up. I'm about done with this.
Yeah. That would be funny to do during one of your activations. Just ask everybody, hey, how you been, man? You been okay? Yeah, what kind of antenna are you running today, buddy? How much power are you running? You sound great.
Anytime I ask anybody a question in the thing, 9 times out of 10, they've done gave me a 5.9, and then I ask them a question. Huh? What? I can't hear you. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a great thing to do. Make it take like a half an hour and get like 10 contacts.
I just 1,200 in the first 4 months.
Not bad.
So yeah, like everybody who hunts me, their numbers just went like through the roof because of CW. Because, well, I mean, I wanted to hit my goal. I don't think I should have worried about my goal too much, but and here's to the people who says you set your goal too easy.
Yeah, you go out there and do it.
You
All
go
right.
do it.
Yeah, go out there and double it.
You go out there and do that, okay? Because I'll tell you what, the legit CW people, when I told them at the end of last year that I was going to do 5,000 CW contacts this year, and they knew I'd never done a single activation. They knew I'd hunted a few parts, but they also knew that when I set that goal, I could hear my call sign coming back to me, and that was about it. I couldn't hear somebody else's call sign. The only reason I knew who it was is because they were spotted on the POTA page. And they all told me, said, that's way too much, James. You're not going to do that.
You were done with it by April.
And hold my Dr. Pepper. It's funny too because I'm almost done with my sideband too. I think I don't know 7,000 off of my goal for the year.
2 more nights, right?
You get that by like next Wednesday, right?
Well, we'll see.
You're an overachiever.
Listen. People's like, yeah, you're gonna run. PP Man actually says, what new goals are you gonna add? I was like, I'm not adding any goals. He's like, well, you got 3/4 of the year left. I'm like, I've got plenty left to do. Kentucky's no joke, y'all. I get that I'm halfway done, but I know of at least 3 or 4 hike-ins. One that I'm going to have to use a boat. I mean, Kentucky's not going to be a joke. You know,
You got summits too.
Yeah, and I've still got to do 12 summits.
Oh no.
Just wait till December. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I know. I am gonna overachieve it. I guess in June or July I'm gonna knock out 12 summits in a month or something.
Do them in a day. Do 12 in a day.
I've did my mile hike in activation every month. You know, it's not that I mind the hikes or anything like that. It's just the summits here they're sketchy, they're dangerous, they're not the greatest places to be. You know, it's not like, when you see people out in Nevada doing summits where they're out in these national forests and they're hiking these nice hiking trails and blah blah blah. No. It's called bushwhacking, and you're probably bushwhacking through somebody's pot field that's going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is West Virginia. This.
Get out of my field, SA. That's funny.
I'll be like, back up. I will hook up my radio and I'll fry them all. Come off the hill with a contact buzz. What have you been doing, boy? My radio it fried the half of the mountain, and it was all weed.
I got high on soda.
Oh, funny stuff. But tomorrow is a new month, and I got a lot of stuff to do this month. I'm going to be converting my Armada from it'll still be a vehicle, but it'll be I will be able to slide in and slide out when I'm done. It'll be a vehicle sometimes, and sometimes it'll be a camper.
Nice.
So you're putting an air mattress in the back?
No. I've got a great plan, and hopefully I get the money to do this great plan. But yeah, it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be nice. It's going to have a bed back there. It's going to have some shelves for radio and stuff like that. It's going to have air circulation. It's going to have pass-throughs for the coax. It's going to be pretty cool.
Sounds like a how-to video in the works for me.
There is going to be a video.
I'd like to see that
of the whole process for sure.
You're not running the water?
It's a win-win either way. It's either a how-to or how not to.
One or the other.
It's going to be a how not to video, not a how to.
Yeah,
how not to. But I mean, here's the thing. Every year I go to Dayton and I camp, and every year I end up sleeping in the front seat of my car, even though my tent is up because it's pouring the rain. Of course, this year I won't even take a tent, and it'll be nice as can be. So hopefully. But,
I'll stick with the cot in the back of my truck. I might have to refine that a little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could just throw a mattress in the back of it and be fine. But I want more. I want more of a cool ham setup. you know.
Sure.
That sounds like some West Virginia camping there.
Yeah.
Throw a mattress in the back. It'll be all right.
So, should be cool. Should be cool. I see Charlie. I see Charlie in the chat. He's reminding me that Frank's got a video, I believe. Oh, but we'll be off here in a couple of minutes, Charlie.
Yeah, he said earlier you should do. I think it was like 12 summits in 24 hours or something like that.
12 summits in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Charlie, go ahead. I'm good on buy me a coffee. Go ahead and send me the plane fare, and I'm coming out there, and we'll do this. We'll make this happen.
Yeah, he said 12 summits in 24 hours. And I don't know if that's the most he's done, but he said he did 6 in 12 hours.
That's incredible. That's nice.
That's crazy because I've watched his videos and his summits to get to are no joke. You know, they're good hikes and stuff like that. So,
my calves are burning just thinking about
it. You know, I've got a couple that I'm not worried about getting to. It's just the weather's been crap here lately. But where are you camping? Are you coming to Dayton, Eric?
If his leave gets approved, he says he's going to bring his camper van.
Oh, nice. I am at Caesars Creek along with probably 90% of the ham campers in America. Well, last year we did 2 meter activations of the park, and we're not talking about people at your campground. We're talking about just around that park. People would park you on 2 meters, and you could get activated like easy. There was that many hams in there.
Now, how does it work at that campground that you're staying at? Can you have more than one vehicle at a campsite?
Last year I had 2.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure how many you can have, but I know you can at least have 2. Well, we had 1 point. We had 4 vehicles parked there, but there was 2 every night.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering because, if I go out there one year, I'm going to want to stay, kind of close where you guys are all at.
All right. Well,
maybe I mean, half with you on a site or something.
If worst comes to worst, depending on if you're tent camping or no, you're cot camping, so you'd need your vehicle in there.
Yeah. I mean, I could pull over on the side of the road and camp. I ain't worried about that.
Well, that's what Terry's like. I'm just gonna go to Walmart and sleep. I'm like, dude,
you
come
can do that.
I'm like, come stay at my campground. Don't do that. Yeah. But that'd be cool, if Eric gets to come. That'd be good stuff.
You can get your 80 meter contact that way again, and just tell him to forget the change his grid square.
Hey, dude, I really don't care where my contacts come from. I just want the contacts.
Yep.
I've got everything I need to get. I'm not. DX is extremely nice, but I'm not I've got to have all these DX stations type of person. I love getting them. It's not a problem, but I'm not somebody that's just obsessed with, I got to hunt DX 24/7. I just like to do POTA. Whoever hunts me. And until I stop getting hunted, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I used to worry, I can remember when I first started POTA, I used to say, man, I'm going to, there's only like a few parks around me here and I'm going to wear them out and people's not going to want to hunt them over and over and over. Yeah. Okay. I think Kent was telling me the other day he was double eagled at Chief Logan.
Nice.
I think Toby's, matter of fact, I think to be in the top 5 of Chief Logan, you have to be at least double eagled. We'll confirm that really quick.
That's how my home park's getting to be. There's one guy, Doug, who's really close to a double eagle.
We'll look at this and then we'll wrap it up. That way we'll be off here for Frank's stream and I can go activate. All right. So to be in the top 5 hunters, you have to be double eagled.
Well,
all 5 top hunters are over 200.
Anybody with triple?
No, nobody's close to a triple, including this activator guy. Well, this activator guy is the closest to the triple, even including the hunters, which is funny. I shouldn't be. The hunters should be leading me big, but I actually lead the hunters. So that's kind of by the time I hit that triple though, they'll have their triple first. But yeah, I am 62 away from a triple eagle there. And I'm 3,357 contacts away from 20,000 contacts there.
We're not allowed to do math on live stream.
Yeah, I know.
That's bad juju.
All right, Hayden, what you got coming up? We got to wrap this up.
Well, I guess I'll be working back on a boat, getting it in the water sometime in May, and then deciding which one of the island parks near me is going to be my next kilo.
Okay, good deal. A kilo on an island. I like it.
Looking at kilo 1578 might be the next one I work at. It's actually one number up from my home park. So,
Dan, I guess your future is you're going to eat some beanie weenies, and you're going to activate Reed Bingham.
Yeah, we're going to be out here. We'll hunt you when you get into the park. This is the 3rd time that PP's walked back over here with no beer. So we have to have a talk out about.
Well, he uses all that high power.
That's right.
He's killed brain cells, I guess.
That's right. He has.
But for myself, I'm guessing tomorrow's going to be a POTA day because that's the way it's going to work. I think I'm going to go ahead and edit my my monthly video in the morning since the month starts over, and I may go ahead and stick it out tomorrow afternoon as well, and then go do some POTA. I'd like to do a couple of reviews, so I may just stay local, or I may just get up at 3 a.m. and go to Ohio. I don't know. We'll see.
sounds like a plan.
All right, we're gonna turn it over to the Frank man and let him have a good stream. Everybody, thank you very much for watching tonight. If I missed any coffees, I will give you a shout out on Wednesday. And 73.
73, everyone.